Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Help Me Mom. We have a big episode for everyone today. Based on last week's episode, we have a lot of fact checking to do. You know, gotta keep me in check, gotta keep everything that's being said on here in check. But before we start off, Steven, you're right back there. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. And then I'm used to having Anna Marie on the other side of me, but now she's sitting next to Steven. So Anna Marie, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Everyone's good. And then we have a special guest today. You cannot see him today, or you can't see him yet because he's a little bit shy. But we got Chris back there. We got my boyfriend Chris.
Professional fact checker.
That's right.
He's here today.
Yes. We have brought Chris on the show today because, again, I say whatever comes to my mind with no regard for what the actual context is. And more often than not, usually Chris is with me, and Chris is usually standing behind me being wrong. That's a meme, isn't it?
I don't know.
Wrong. That sounds like it's from somewhere.
It's the Donald Trump meme. He's like, wrong.
Wrong. Oh, yeah. Is that what it is?
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. There you have it. But before we get to the fact checking, I have some quick updates. And one of those updates being, you know, we've obviously started having video on these very regularly, and I've started from the first episode saying this is an authentic podcast. I am just showing up the way I looked that day and just calling it good. And you know what? I look dirty. I look just like I don't know, like the last couple times I'm just like, geez, the problem is we keep recording on the day that like I need to wash my hair, like my hair washing day.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like a slicked back pony. I mean, no, today's no different. The only difference is I have makeup on from work. So I'm a little more done up than normal, but again, this high def camera. And that's the worst part is all the edits that I'm seeing are not in the full resolution, so I can only imagine it's only gonna get worse, right?
It's more detail, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, more detail. Good.
Look at all the contours.
Yeah, every crevice of my face. But yeah, so we have makeup on today to feel a little better, and now if anything, it'll be kind of funny to see how drastically different does Madison look with or without makeup on, because this is the first episode that I've had makeup on.
You look good.
Thank you. Fishing for compliments. Got him. And then job's good. Started it this week. I'm super happy, and I think it's going to be a good time. I've got lunch figured out.
Oh yeah, that was going to be what I asked.
Yep, I got lunch figured out. The first day I was taken out to lunch, and even though I had brought my lunch, but then the last few days I've brought my lunch. I went home one of the days, and then today I sat outside and had a nice meal.
When you went home, did you want to come back?
I took a nap.
You took a nap on your lunch break?
See, that's exactly what I said too. She texted me, I'm going home. Like, you're not going to want to go back.
It's just, I'm so close. But yeah, I took a nap. I shouldn't have taken a nap.
I feel like that would be the ultimate demotivator. Like waking up like on the couch or in bed and then not wanting to get back up and go to work.
Yeah, I've definitely, I regretted it. Or if anything, if I was going to take the nap, I shouldn't have decided like at the last second. It's like I should have given myself the full nap.
Yeah.
But it's like I was wandering around for 10 minutes and then I'm like, nah, I'm gonna take a nap. And then I woke up and I'm like, oh, maybe not. But other than that, everything's all good. Super happy. My facial, I got that on Friday.
Oh, yes. How did that go?
That was good. No coughing attacks. Not allergic to anything. It was all kosher. Super happy. And I never wanted it to end. I want another one.
Good. Speaking of coughing attacks, me and Anna Marie were in the grocery store. She started like choking on her spit or something. But she was like, she could not stop coughing. And someone like wearing like one of those like double mask thing,
no.
literally sprinted past us. It was so funny.
I at least they didn't be like, ma'am, you need to leave.
Yeah.
You're showing symptoms, and the sign says you should not be in this store.
I hate that though. Every time you have a coughing attack, it's like it gets worse because you're panicking.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I don't want people to know. I don't want people to know. And then, especially with COVID, everyone's like, "Meh, you nasty." When was that?
It was like 3 days ago.
Oh, man. And then the other final thing. Well, again, I brought Chris on here to fact check me because I left out a lot of information. So one of that being kind of the concert experience. I was listening back to myself and I realized I literally only talked about Ghost the entire time, even though the sole reason we didn't go, I mean, the whole reason we went is to see Volbeat. So I didn't even talk about Volbeat. So Chris, how was Volbeat? What was your experience like?
Well, you talked about how you were only talking about Ghosts, but I have something to correct you on already.
Oh, we're starting the fact checks early. Okay.
So you've been referring to this as a concert. It's actually a ritual.
Oh. Got him.
Ah.
That's right.
And I even told you that before you went and recorded last week, but...
Did you?
Yep. That's 'cause I thought that would be really funny if you came in telling everyone you went to a
went to
ritual.
Well, I was already like... Anna Marie looked like a deer in headlights as I'm explaining. I'm like, it's making fun of the Catholic Church. She's
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, I sent you guys the photos and a song. Did you? You were scared?
I didn't like you. When you were describing it, it's not what I pictured.
What did you picture?
It was exactly what I
don't know,
pictured.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a ski mask or something, like a
A
robe.
ski
I
mask?
don't know.
Ski
You
mask.
said like it was like a skeleton in like Catholic garb.
Well, that's
I
what
don't know, I just
that's
couldn't
what her
picture it.
Catholic priest wore.
I don't know, but it was just after you sent it, then I was like, oh, okay. Now like I can formulate this in my head. I just wasn't getting it.
Yeah. Well, but it scared you?
It was a little spooky. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
I mean, it's spooky to see. But Steven, it looked
No, yeah,
what I described.
It looked like it sounded exactly like how I thought it would sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you listened to it?
Yeah, we listened to it.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, but like the music's not like...
No, it's not like crazy.
No, it's just like...
I thought they would be doing like death metal.
Yeah.
She literally
that's what I
said-
thought too.
It wasn't death metal.
But like from the look. I mean, like from their look, I thought there would be like screamo and like yelling. And...
Yeah, and I didn't even send you guys a song by Volbeat. Who does...
We looked it up.
Oh, did you?
Does one of the songs have like a lot of harmonica?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
they draw.
yeah.
What's also really cool is they draw a lot from like Johnny Cash. And like fun fact about me is I'm from Folsom, California, which is
Represent.
home
Prison
of
Blues.
Folsom Prison, which is one of Johnny Cash's most famous songs. So it's really cool to have my favorite band like pay homage to that song. It's literally about my hometown. So another cool connection there. But yeah, they do a lot of harmonica, like also Elvis. Elvis is a big influence on him as well. So he does some like quick voice, like rock and roll stuff too. So yeah, there's a wide range.
Yeah.
Folsom Prison Blues is one of the first songs I learned on guitar.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good one to learn.
You'll have to sample it for us sometime. Yeah. Steven, I'm just learning all these different things about you. Last week it was math. Or was it the week before? You're a math genius.
I'm not a math genius. I just
I did Calc BC junior year.
it's just I don't know.
Steven, that's like as advanced as you can be in math. Yeah, again, we don't even need to go back to this. We're aware. Steven's a math whiz. Steven's is a contractor? Yeah. You're a carpenter.
Carpenter. Oh yeah.
That's kind of close. To
Madison's not good with words. Steven's a carpenter, and Steven's a musician and a producer. And he's my producer.
Man, many skills.
That's right. I respect it.
Thank you.
But yes, without further ado, we got to dive right in. We got 2 weeks worth of fact checking to cover.
Exciting.
Yeah. It's good stuff. And I must say, compared to the first fact check, I'm not doing as bad as I thought. I'm going to say that as if all the ones that I'm looking at on my laptop are not incorrect.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how Chris
how Chris
feels about
lines
it.
up to it.
Brought in the closer here.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I got going for me at the moment is that he's very versed in last week's episode because I knew that he needed to understand what was going on. The week before is all me. So this is me just checking myself. So, hey, you heard it here first, folks. Fact number 1. Anna Marie had made a Forrest Gump reference when talking about your legs at the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
And you said, oh yeah, Madison, you know what I'm talking about, right? And I agreed.
You're just...
I don't know. I've never seen Forrest Gump.
You've never seen Forrest Gump?
I truly have no idea how I have never seen Forrest Gump.
Yeah,
but
I feel like I've accidentally seen it.
I think I've
10
basically
times.
seen so many parts of it that I've seen the whole movie. Yeah. But no, I truly don't even know what you were referencing.
Oh my god.
I had an idea in my head, but that's why if you look back, you can kind of see the panic of my face. I'm like, because I'm like, please don't ask me any follow-up questions. So I thought I should just come clean and let you know that I had no idea what you were talking about.
That's
but I
hilarious.
believe you.
Gosh.
But I believe you. Ghost stories in the Grand Canyon. Remember how I asked you guys if you heard any voices and that I read a lot of stories about people like hearing things and like the more desolate trails that they take? Mm-hmm. No.
That's just not a thing.
I searched high and low on Reddit and I'm going to continue. So this is like a continuing thing. I bet you like 2 years from now I'm going to figure out what I was talking about. I stand true that I read that on Reddit. Not that Reddit is facts, but I went back through Reddit and I could not for the life of me find it. I tried to find new stuff. Nothing.
Are you like thinking about like Old West like ghost stories? Like
No.
the Oregon Trail and
No,
stuff?
like I don't know if it was from TikTok or what, but
The ultimate source of information.
yeah. My news source, yes. It was like a TikTok video that was like sharing stories of a Reddit thread. So then I ended up going on the Reddit thread and reading through it, but I'm not a very like avid Reddit user, so I don't know how to like search anything on it.
It's got a horrible search engine. Anyways,
yeah, like it doesn't pull up any subreddits that I've talked about. Like it doesn't do very much keyword stuff. So it's like you just have to like mentally take that's me mentally taking photos of what's on the screen. Actually, this is a tangent. So the other day, Chris's mom sent like one of those Facebook photos of like top 10 things you have to do in Arizona. And so it lists them out, and I should pull it up. I don't have it on me, but it listed out number 1, Grand Canyon, Sedona, Horseshoe Bend,
Saguaro National Park.
Yeah, Saguaro National Park, Devil's Bridge. Number 4 on the list. Do you want to take a guess?
Downtown Phoenix or something?
It's gonna be something like that. Go to Old Town.
No, I wish it said that.
What was it?
Mesa.
Mesa?
Just Mesa.
You want to see the flattest city you've ever
Like,
come across?
like just Mesa.
Nothing else, just
How
Mesa.
is that an attraction?
I don't know. I was like, what in Mesa? The Salt River?
Where the party
Yeah,
lives.
I guess the Salt River. That's
But it should have said Salt River, not Mesa.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Isn't it the second largest city in Arizona?
I don't know.
I think that might be like a trivia question.
Oh,
Like it's a sneaky number 2 biggest city in Arizona.
Oh.
Maybe that's why they put it in there.
maybe. But then they put Tucson. Tucson I can understand.
Oh, I can't.
Everybody up here hates Tucson. I think it's really
know.
sad.
I mean, I cannot confirm nor deny my liking for Tucson. But I get why Tucson would be on the map. Like it's got downtown, it's got all the hiking, saguaro, like whatever. And everyone thinks it's like a western town. At least my cousins in Italy do.
A western town?
Yeah.
I guess every like city in Arizona would be a western town if we're considering like Tucson a western town.
I mean, I don't know, Steven. I'm just listing what's on the thing.
It's a dirty town.
It's a dirty
I mean,
Bad traffic. bad
Yeah,
layout.
bad traffic, bad layout. All
Huge
right.
homeless problem.
But I'll circle back to Mesa. Confirmed third biggest city in Arizona. It's 40,000 behind Tucson.
So Tucson's number 2?
Yeah.
What's number 1?
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
What the heck?
But isn't Mesa a part of Phoenix?
No.
I
Different
learned that
cities.
when I came up here to go to ASU, that like
Tempe, Gilbert.
I just thought, didn't you think?
Yeah,
that
no.
Tucson,
Growing up
that
in
it was,
Tucson,
like,
I always thought everything was
you're
Phoenix.
going to Phoenix.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
no deciphering between it. But then, once I came up here, I'm like, oh.
Oh, I mean, like going between the cities, there's not like a clear line. You're not like,
No.
I have left Phoenix and now I've entered Scottsdale. But like, still, it's not all Phoenix.
You don't understand what it's like being from Tucson, where you would drive an hour and you were like still in Tucson. You would drive 45 minutes, you're still in Tucson. Here, you can drive 45 minutes and get from one end of the valley to the other with a whole different city, whatever. That's what weirded me out. And again,
there's like Tucson, then there's like a little part Oro Valley, but like then there's everything else is just Tucson. There's nothing else.
There's like
no,
South Tucson, but like you don't
you don't
differentiate.
label yourself as being from South Tucson. You're just from, I don't know. It's different if you grow up in Tucson. And you go up to Phoenix. It's like
Phoenix is like a blob.
Yeah. Anyways.
The concrete jungle.
Yeah. Where dreams are made of. But then, so back to fact checking. I'll try and run through these a little faster. I made a comment about, I was trying to explain how me leaving my golf course job, and here I am. I can't say it again. Oh my gosh. So I had said on the episode, I was trying to say that I ended up obviously having to leave the flower shop as a result of leaving the golf course. I use the term by proxy of. Do you know what
No. I remember you saying that.
Why didn't you correct me?
I don't know. Most people don't like being like corrected like that. And people know what you're like trying to say. So it's
what
like.
does it mean?
By proxy means arrange for someone else to do it for you. Like that doesn't even remotely like have the affiliation. I listened to it. My notes literally say LMAO. Come on, Madison.
Do you remember the word you were actually trying to use?
No.
Byproduct.
Byproduct. I was trying to say as a result of.
Oh.
But like again, as you can see, I literally just got tripped up doing it again. So I'm struggle busing. But yeah, I know what by proxy means now.
Oh, well.
You learned a word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned a phrase or an instance. And I mean, that makes so much sense. I've only heard it in like voting and legislation or something. But Steven, I got a fact check on you.
Ooh, what did I do?
You said that my engine light needs to be off for like 100 to 200 miles. It's 50 to 100.
Oh.
So that still doesn't help me because I don't.
You still gotta.
But here's to hoping that I can get emissions at like my 49.9 mile, and like I'm at the entry at 49.9 and drive through, and it's 50 and it's good to go. So let's time that out. I gotta do that soon. I don't know. But that was all the fact checking I had to circle back on from a few weeks ago, or from a couple weeks ago. So we're good there. I think I've covered all my bases. I have retracted my statements. I have said my statements. So I think we're solid.
Good.
And we'll be back after this.
Yes.
Well, everyone, we got our special guest. He has come up from behind the camera. This is Chris.
Yep, my big debut.
Hi, right. Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, I think the only other person talked about more is probably Mitchell. So Mitchell will have to be next.
We'll get Mitchell on the pod.
Yeah, should we do like a 3-person podcast?
We could have used a couple different.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking out loud. I'm like,
should we have done a 3-way?
A 3-way. No.
I mean, we already got 2 couples in here right now.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so welcome the Swingers by Madison. You're taking a different route with this show.
Yeah. Talking about Mitchell being thrown into all these situations. Oh, destroy Mitchell. He's fine.
Yeah. That's all we're missing.
Man.
It's just Mitchell.
Well, so the grand finale of fact checking, because last week, I started stepping on some uncharted territory that was about baseball. But more importantly, before we get into exactly what we'll go fact check on, I only briefly told this to you guys. I told the story last week about the washer and dryer incident. Yeah, I went home and told Chris, I told that story. He's like, oh, did you say this? And I was like, I forgot. I left out so much information. I knew it when I was telling the story too. I'm like, something's not adding up. I'm like, what key component of the story was I missing? And then sure enough, Chris told me. So I was like, yeah, he's just got to get on the podcast and speak for it himself. But we'll get there. For now, last week I was discussing baseball. Did you guys see the big news?
Oh yeah, we were talking about it earlier. The lockout.
Is over. Yippee!
Trying to get some spring training tickets.
Except they're not doing any spring training.
They're gonna have a few spring training games, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have a small spring training. I haven't looked. They don't have tickets on sale right now or anything. I don't really know what the schedule's like, but they'll have some sort of spring training.
Oh, okay. Well, exciting. So there will be a couple weeks of spring training. That's good. And then I had Chris listen to what I had to say about baseball, and he gives you applause, Stephen. He said you covered the ground well, and you kept me from deviating from the truth.
Spreading misinformation.
Yep. Yeah. My favorite thing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Stephen did a good job keeping you in check last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we got Chris here.
Yeah.
To say it a little more bluntly. Well, are you watching America's Got Talent Extreme?
Hell yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
I don't know who is.
No, you're not.
I haven't missed an episode.
What's it on?
I don't know. Whatever.
I think it's ABC.
Yeah, probably ABC.
Or is that
we don't
NBC?
have like a
Cable.
cable TV.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not watching it either. I'm just saying, that's an extreme version of a
Tossing that out.
show.
Oh.
Are you what?
I didn't even know that was a thing right now. No. I used to watch America's Got Talent a lot with my parents.
Yeah, I mean, there was a point in time where it was good. Now, well, yeah.
Oh yeah, season 6 through season 7 was the golden era.
Yeah.
No more Simon Cowell. No more Steven.
There you go.
My parents
Disgraceful.
went to a taping of America's Got Talent once.
Oh,
they
really?
sat in the front row right behind Howie Mandel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did they touch his head?
No, but they it was just so funny
They'd be sued.
My parents have been on The Price is Right, and they went to a taping of America's Got Talent. It's like one of my dad's it's like his bucket list items.
A lot of people always want to go on Price is Right.
Go and be, I mean, they obviously did not get on the show, but they were there. They have their little sticker name tags and
Mary.
Yeah, no, they had a really
crafty
fun time.
Mary.
Oh my gosh. They had a fun time though. They enjoyed it. So.
That's good. Well, that's cool. Well, awesome sauce. I don't know, Chris. Anything else relating to baseball that's imperative to this audience that they just have to
Probably
hear?
not.
Yeah, we got a big baseball following. This is the world's #1 baseball podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
No, it's something else that was very funny that came out today. Jeff Passan, he's the head baseball writer for ESPN, head baseball writer in all of baseball writing. He, big day for him. This finally getting settled, and his Twitter got hacked.
Oh my God.
That's awful.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Someone changed his whole Twitter account to selling NFTs and being this big NFT ambassador.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
hilarious.
What kind of NFTs?
I don't know,
I still don't understand.
Not the monkey, not the monkey ones. It was a different one.
What are I don't even know what the monkey
Oh, we gotta
The
educate.
gorilla head ones or whatever.
Those are the most popular, most common ones.
So did anyone buy the NFTs?
I don't know. I haven't heard any.
Oh, I mean, people get scammed like that all the time.
Yeah.
Of there was that whole when all of Twitter got hacked and famous people's accounts were saying send me Bitcoin at this address and I'll double it for you. And so just a bunch of people who were too stupid to realize would send Bitcoin and then just never get anything back.
Oh my
That's a
goodness.
good one. Or the I'm selling a PS5 Those are good one. That's a good one too. You ever seen those?
No.
It's like random people. It's usually like, it could be like an athlete or something that they get hacked, and it's like, I'm selling this PS5 right now for $200.
Oh, and people
that's
believe
hilarious.
that?
And what's really funny is
That's how
You
I got my
believed it.
PS5.
No,
yeah.
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 no, Big Cat from Barstool. That's
Yeah.
his move. Whenever he makes like a bad bet, he'll post on his Twitter like, I'm selling a PS5 for to pretend like he got hacked for making a bad bet. So keep that one up your
That's pretty
sleeve.
funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad that baseball is back in season. We look forward to it. I will go to my designated 1 to 2 games a year
Yeah.
and call it good.
Yep.
But
And
that's solid.
with that, we head into probably the best week in sports this week, with this finally getting settled and the rules right into MLB free agency. So people are going to be jumping teams right away. March Madness, we got conference tournaments
Oh
going
yeah,
on right
we should
now.
all
Yeah.
we should all make brackets. And
Yeah.
you know what? That's one sports thing that I should talk about on here. There is nothing I love more than I love March Madness. I do not watch basketball. I don't.
Hate basketball.
I'm not gonna say hate because
you
I'm gonna
do.
have to retract it next week. I don't like basketball. It's not my sport. It's not like what I'm into watching. March Madness, love it, obsessed. I will watch it. Like all of a sudden, I am just a diehard fan. So
I
yeah.
just asked about that. I asked you, and I was like, when is March Madness?
Mm-hmm.
And I told her March.
This is
In
March.
March.
But I was like, and then I didn't the U of A like do something really good or win something?
Yeah,
great?
they're really good this year.
That's what I thought.
They're
They're
number
really
2.
good. Yeah.
In the world.
Yeah.
Well, in
March
the
And, yes, in
the
college
nation. Yeah,
basketball.
in college basketball. Yeah.
Should say in the world. Or
Yeah. No, we should.
Number 2
Yeah.
in the universe.
No, that's a good thing. I'm saying it now. We'll have to do like a March Madness segment and like just
When
catch
does
up
it
on it
start?
next week.
Yeah, the bracket will be out this Sunday. Then it starts next week. The first full round of games are next Thursday, so a week from today, actually.
Yeah, we'll have to come up with a bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all putting a lot of money down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
Put a lot of money down, or
Ton of money down.
loser has to edit the podcast.
Yeah. So just me, regardless.
No, I mean I give you credit, Steven. I always feel bad sending the edits because I'm like,
Oh, it's not bad.
no,
Like,
it's just
yeah.
cut, because now it's just cutting and splicing and
Yeah.
doing all the good stuff. But that's good. I intentionally didn't have you tell me any of the fact checks, but I had you listen to the episode. So do you have any fact checks on me that I'm not aware of?
No, just going into this
Just
washing
go-
machine story.
This washing
I have
machine, the washing
A
machine.
full notes app worth.
Oh, that's what you have. Let me put the laptop to the side and get comfortable.
Yeah.
So, I guess I'll just let you kind of take the floor. To recap, again, my washing machine and I got in a huge fight. It was off balance and covered the door, and I was home alone, or so I thought.
There was
Yeah.
someone in your bathroom.
No, there was
Yeah.
no one in my bathroom this
I said
time.
earlier, I'm like, the door was shut. There's someone in the laundry room.
Yeah, there's
They're
not.
taking a.
Ew. No. I thought I was home alone, but that's where the biggest plot hole in the story lies. I was not. Well, I did start off home alone.
So we'll start there. Madison basically just left me out of this whole story.
Oh, you were there?
Yes,
Chris-
I was very much there. Madison's like, oh, he was at work. No, he wasn't there.
This was my story.
But it's true that Mitchell was out of town. I said
Yes.
that. That's true. Chris was there, though. And I totally, as soon as he told me that when I went home, I'm like, oh my God, that's right. That was what half the battle was that Chris had come home because I had gotten home first. I don't know where you had gone to. That's the issue.
Yeah,
Is
I got it all right here.
okay, all right. Where did you go? Why was I home alone initially?
So we'll backtrack. Another important factor to the story is this was my first day out of quarantine from COVID. This was my first day out and about. I finally get to leave the house. I went and got a haircut. That's where I was at.
I totally just like blacked out this whole aspect. That's right. Because Chris had gotten COVID, and I mean, I was treating him like patient zero in that bedroom. I slept out in the living room. But hey, I attest, our couch, so comfortable. Like, I would willingly sleep out there again. Not a problem. Yeah. But yeah, so that's right. So it was your first day out of COVID. He's feeling confident. And so you went to go get a haircut. So that's where you were.
Yeah. So I threw all my COVID clothes and all my COVID sheets in this washing machine.
Oh, so
I was overloaded.
That was the clothing that caused the problem.
I guess so. I'll blame that on you.
We're blaming
his clothes, his problem. It's his fault.
We're blaming it on COVID.
Oh, that's where we're going?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because of COVID.
I blame COVID.
That the washing machine moved.
The dishwasher? I mean, oh my gosh, the washing machine. Yes. I tried to correct you. I was wrong.
Get it right.
Okay. So then, all right. I guess I'll just like let you tell.
Yeah, I'll tell a story.
What occurred? Okay.
So I went to get a haircut because I also had an interview that day on Zoom.
A virtual interview.
So I went and got my haircut, and I'm in, getting my haircut, and my phone's buzzing. I'm like, Madison probably got home, texted me, whatever. I look at my phone when I'm done, and I get three texts. Laundry room door is stuck. 2 question marks. What the fuck? It's like the washing machine moved during the cycle and it's in front of the door. So I was extremely confused. I had no idea what I was going home to. I like, how would a washing machine move?
Well, you've heard it since, and
Right.
I explained that
Right.
it's.
But that's what was going through my head when I
Yeah.
got those texts.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on?
I didn't realize I sent such cryptic text messages.
Washing machine is walking
And like in
away.
increments
Yeah.
of 3 words.
Yeah.
Washing machine door stuck.
We have gotten
What
some
the
cryptic
fuck?
texts from you where we're like, what did
Yeah,
she
some of
mean
the
by
texts
that?
you sent were just
I will
not
be the
quite sure.
first one to admit that like I don't spell check my text messages. I don't like I speak a whole nother language. It's amazing Chris can like understand what I'm saying
Yeah.
at any point.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you read Spanish and the words are in different places than English.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how it's kind of how
Yeah.
you text.
My syntax is not there.
Yeah.
Need some hooked on phonics.
Zane, are
exactly.
you looking up
There was
cryptic?
one text that you sent that you were just hold on, let me just find it.
All right.
You were just oh my god.
It's fine. We'll have Chris can tell you. Just let us know
Okay.
when you find the story.
I'll let you know when I find it because it was a pretty good one. Just give me like 2 seconds.
All right. So I get home from my haircut, and Madison is standing in the kitchen with a broom, looking like Rambo, like with a AK-47. Just she just got home from spin. Her muscles are all puffed
jacked.
out. She's been
Yeah.
pushing this washing machine for the last 15 minutes.
and I'm
she-
pissed,
yeah.
so that makes me just like stout and angry.
And she looks at me and says, I found this on Reddit. I found a Reddit thread on how to fix this. She's got the broom and she's trying to push the washing machine. So I get in there and I'm trying to do it. And yeah, it's not working. It was not a one person job, that's for sure.
Or a 2-person job.
Yeah.
Or 1.5 persons, because we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah. So
Calling you a half person is what she said.
No, I'm
Yeah, I
calling
guess.
myself the half person.
yeah. So I got my interview in like 30 minutes. But this is a now issue. She's like, I got to get this fixed now. She calls maintenance and they end up coming like right away.
I didn't expect them to come right away. What were the odds? Because it was a now problem, because I'm like, if I don't submit this now, it's going to be like next week that they come,
Yeah.
whatever. I did not think they were going to come within 10 minutes of me filling out that maintenance request.
Yeah. So I'm in the other room doing my interview, and I hear a knock at the door. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they're going to be moving this heavy piece of equipment throughout my apartment, banging on the door while I'm in this interview. So they come in, and I've never heard Madison talk in a softer tone before. She's usually just voice all the way up. She was like, hi, yes, our washing machine is over here. She was being very polite for my interview. These guys had no idea anyone else was
I
home.
don't even think they knew Chris was like in there having an interview.
Yeah.
I'm sure they were like taken aback.
Yeah.
I think I told them to take off their shoes.
Welcome to my home. Please take off your shoes.
Please take off your shoes.
So yeah, now we have two dudes in the apartment trying to move a washing machine while I'm in a job interview in the other room on Zoom. So yeah, anyways, you got the other part of the story right where they fixed it all. It was pretty quick. Had the two brooms, got it all done. I don't think you missed anything on that.
Yeah.
No. I just wish I looked back. I don't have the whole Snapchat story. I only have the photo of me being like, come on, all this stuff, and showing me like throwing myself into the door. I don't have the guy. I'm so upset. I don't have the guys like standing there trying to get it down. So half the story is going to be lost in translation, but I'm glad Chris was here to fill in those gaps, because I knew, and this is so bad of me, but I knew I was missing a key component of that, and it was the fact that we had to move that and trying to do it at like dead silence because Chris is trying to land a job in the next room.
Yeah. I have a couple more things here.
Okay.
So you kept saying that this always happens on my day off. This is cutting into your day off. Do you remember what it was cutting into?
No.
We were trying to go to Costco. And you were like, this is cutting into our Costco trip. I just wanted to go to Spin and go to Costco. Now I have to deal with this.
But it was cutting into my day off.
Yeah, that is true. That is still true.
Don't mess with my Costco trips.
Yeah, we still ended up going to Costco.
I like to go to Costco at a very specific time when it's not busy.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and you know, I got that executive membership. So technically I could go and, I don't know, I'm on my dad's membership.
I had that the first year that I had a Costco membership, but I actually didn't know what the difference was, so I just don't have it.
You get 30-minute early entry. I've never used it, but
yeah, because that sounds like a nightmare. Like waking up
trying to,
super early to go to Costco.
Oh, my dad's dream. What do you mean? I think I would even enjoy that. I love nothing more than an empty Costco. It's the simple choice.
Yeah, actually, I do hate a busy Costco. So I'm like, I'm trying to get places.
Sunday afternoon.
I need that water that's in the furthest back corner, and you're in my way, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. Other than that, I have no idea what the Costco membership gets me. My dad, I'm sure, reaps all the perks. Yeah. He's probably not telling me about them.
Yeah, he's hiding them from you.
Yeah, that's me. Staring at you, Dad.
Better check yourself.
Yeah. But my last thing on this story is I gotta come clean.
Oh.
I heard this all go down when I was home.
Oh, you did? He said that he didn't hear. He told me that he didn't hear anything. He's like, it was so quiet. He's like, I had no idea. Did they
I was getting in the No. I'm talking about when it was moving. I was getting in the shower, and all of a sudden I hear like a dum 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 dum.
Oh, you heard it moving.
You heard it moving.
And I was like, oh, I wonder what that is. And I'm like, oh, not my problem. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Did you check it when you left?
No. I didn't know what it was.
Are you sure you didn't check it when you left though? And you were like, oh, it's stuck.
No, I'm pretty sure I didn't check it. I still didn't know what it was. I'm like, oh, it's probably in a different apartment.
So you heard it?
Yeah, I heard that just going boom, 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 boom. And I was like, well,
not my problem.
Yeah, not my problem. We'll deal with it later if it has anything to do with our apartment.
Well, how full circle is that?
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
But
Still
I don't know.
Still
what I
wasn't
would've-
his problem. He didn't
Yeah,
have to
I don't know
worry
what I
about
would have done in the moment. I don't.
no, you could have.
I mean, I could have
Thrown
looked. I
yourself
could have
into
seen
it.
the washing machine going back and forth, and
I don't even know if you could have. Because, like, haven't you had washing machines, like, in your lifetime do that?
Yeah.
No.
I've never seen it. Actually, my mom, at her salon, she had a washing machine that used to travel. Like, oh my God. I don't know why Winslow just, like, scared the daylights out of me. Oh my gosh. I wish you guys could see how cute he looks. He's just perched next to Anna Marie. Just loving on his
See
mom.
Madison. He didn't have a good vantage point down there, so he's like, where's she at?
He looks so cute.
he does.
We'll need, if only Winslow's like the perfect human height where, like, if he sat in the chair, he would be like head with me.
He would be
That
right
would-
at the microphone.
He would
Yeah,
have
we'll
so
have
much
Wins-
to
A
say.
Winslow spot. He already has so much to say. Everyone can hear it in the back.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
He'll be the next guest.
Everyone loves a dog, so it's fine, right?
I did find the text.
Oh, you did?
To read
there we
it.
go.
Oh,
Like,
okay. All
it
right.
was Tuesday, February 22nd at 3:33.
Let me try and think about. Give me. I'm gonna tell. I want to try and tell you what I said. Just give me context of like what we were talking about, and I'll try and be like, yes, this is what my text said.
We actually weren't talking about anything.
I
You were
just-
like, you were about to come over for the podcast, and we had told you that you can come over at like 3:30 on Tuesday. And so it was 3:33.
Oh, the Biltmore.
Yes.
Is
and
it
so
about the Biltmore?
yes, and so we were just like, where are you? And you're like, let me know when I can come over. I'm just wandering around bolt mode. Just me and Steven looked at each other and we were like,
Going
what
bolt
does that
mode.
mean?
she's-
And,
Yeah.
and Steven
bolt
texted
mode
back,
in
he's
the
like,
car.
ha ha. I don't know what that means, but you can come over. And then you responded
So
back.
polite.
You responded back, Biltmore, LOL.
Just going
Anyways, that was just one of the texts that I remember
Yes,
Madison sending that just made absolutely no sense.
I attest. I do not care about. Well, and I again, I'm like an old lady. I voice text too.
Oh.
Yeah, with it like plugged into my computer. I mean, plugged into my car with the aux cord where it like can't really even hear me. So then it's a whole method. There's a reason why my texts are crazy. I just don't care to fix them. I'm going bolt mode on those texts.
so confused. We were like, where are you going?
Just taking really fast laps around the house real quick. Just gotta get some energy out.
And you were also just over there, and we were so confused because we were just like, she can come over. Like, where are you?
Well, you guys
going?
told me at like 3:30, so I was like, okay.
Just like hanging out at the mall, like across the street.
Well, that's when I was going through my panic purchasing mode.
Yeah.
So I was buying a bunch of stuff.
She was going bolt mode
I
at
was
the
going
Biltmore.
bolt mode
At
at
the Biltmore.
Macy's. Bolt mode at the Biltmore Macy's. So good. I'm glad that we got that settled. You're only a little bit in trouble. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Honesty is the best policy.
That's right. Aren't you glad you got that off your chest?
Yeah, like 6 months later.
Yeah, it was really weighing him down.
Yeah.
You were gonna die with that one, man.
Yeah. I don't know
If
how
I
I
didn't
could
make
live
you
with
come on this
myself.
podcast.
Yeah, I'm like, this is like the interrogation room right
Yeah,
here.
you got the bright
Yeah,
lights.
the hot
Got
seat,
yep.
hot mic.
Yep, that's right. Nothing is safe around here. But that's good. Well, to recap, did you learn? I try to end every episode by saying that I learned something. So did you learn anything today?
It's like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Be good
did I
to
learn
Introspection.
something?
Introspection, reflection, self-reflection.
I learned the definition of by proxy.
Oh, okay, good. I'll take it.
Wow.
I know you're joking, but I don't care. I'll hang on
Easy
that.
one.
Yeah. I learned that
Nothing.
nothing. I learned that I should better prepare my stories before I tell them so that I don't leave out key information.
just embellish them.
I mean, I do that. No, I don't. Everything's true. No. Hey. Well, actually, it's funny you say that. I didn't even tell you what it was like to even get here today. It was a mess. And I'm going to prove my point to you, sir. So we're on our way here, but I'm starving because, again, new workflow, whatever. I'm getting home at 5 o'clock just like ravenous. But then it's like, well, it's too close to like dinner, so it's like I don't want to eat. And then I knew we were coming over here, but we didn't make dinner, so I'm like, okay, good, we'll go through Taco Bell. So we start leaving, and I like the quesarito, but you can only obviously get it through the app. If you guys didn't know that.
Oh yeah, definitely
Obviously.
do that.
Yeah. So I ordered.
Obviously.
We're leaving, and I have like a vendetta against one of the Taco Bells by us.
They've wronged you one too many times.
Yes, literally more than you know, truly. So I don't like to go to that Taco Bell. So we went to like this other one, and I'm like, okay, like put in your order. And Chris is all like frazzled that I'm having him like put in his order. He's like, I need to look at the menu. And I'm like, it's Taco Bell. Like, don't you get the same thing every time? And he's like, no. So he's all.
I'll get the thing with the cheese, the tortilla, and the meat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. The
exactly.
different shapes.
Yeah, some variation.
No, they change up their boxes.
So he's all frazzled. I'm like, whatever. So I like put it in because he's like, we're like 2 minutes away from the Taco Bell. Like, you can't place the order now. I'm like, Chris, they don't make it until you're like there and tell them you're there. So we get there, and and I like it because Chris likes to drive, so I never have to drive. So it's like bringing my boyfriend into like one of those TikToks where the girls like tell their boyfriends to order them some like crazy drink from Starbucks that's not real, just to like see their reaction. I do that to Chris, but I don't mean to do that to Chris. So Chris is like at the window, and they're like, hi, how can I help you? And he's like, yeah, picking up for Madison. And they're like, oh, okay. Like, Grubhub, DoorDash, what are you? And he was like, mobile order. And she's like, okay, yeah, I don't see anything on here. Like, when did you place the order? And he's like, a couple minutes
30
ago.
seconds ago.
I was like, this was my I told you so moment.
Yeah.
This was
He
all
thought
you
this-
put it in way too late.
Yeah, see, this is where he thought
Yeah.
I fucked up, but no, that's not where I fucked up. So she's like, yeah, I'm not seeing anything. So she's like, did you order it to the right location? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, obviously.
Did you?
And so I like repeated the address, and she was like, oh no, that's the one. Why did she even know it off the top of her head though?
Well, because of the grid.
Huh?
It was 3101 Thomas.
Oh yeah.
So it's
So
32nd
it's
easy to
Street
32nd
tell,
Street and Thomas
Yeah.
instead of Thomas.
in Scottsdale.
Yeah. So
Oh, so pretty far away.
Yeah.
yeah. And so I was like, so she's like, yeah, that's where you sent it. So then we're just like both sitting in the drive-thru of like, what do we do? So then he just like drove into a spot, and I'm just like angry because it's like, I always check. Well, and why is my GPS thing telling me that that's the nearest Taco Bell?
Yeah.
We don't know. But that's what told me was the nearest Taco Bell. So I'm angry about that. And I couldn't believe it because I always check the dates of everything. And
The dates?
the address. I always check the address and double check. But because I was being rushed by Chris and his box frazzleness, I was just like, yeah, I saw Thomas. I'm like, perfect. That totally works. I'm like, the one time I didn't check. So then he was like, well, let's just drive down and get it. I'm like, no. I'm like, I was so hungry. I'm like, I cannot wait the 15 minutes to get down there. So we just went back through the drive-thru and bought more Taco Bell. I guess I could probably call Taco Bell because, again, they don't make it for you until you get there. And I could just say, like,
I think we need to bring a Taco Bell employee on and fact check that.
I'll call home office. Just kidding.
We'll have him call in next week.
Yeah. Next week we're bringing on a Taco Bell employee.
Yeah. But yeah. So that was our journey to get here. So I don't know what the point in telling that story was. I wanted to, closing remarks.
This is
How
what
we
she
got
learned.
here. No, it was because of embellishing stories.
Yeah.
I had said to Chris, I was like, should I tell this on the podcast? He's like, no. And I was like, watch me.
We'll see if it makes the cut.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to make the cut. I trailed off. But with that being said, like and subscribe to this podcast. We're on all streaming platforms. Wherever you listen to podcasts, we'll be there. We stream on YouTube, so like and subscribe. Comment. Feel free to fact check me in the nicest way possible. Ideally, if you liked Chris, let us know.
I don't know about that one.
If you didn't like Chris, let us know.
If you didn't like Chris, send me a personal DM.
He won't be back.
I'll get the hint. No. If you enjoyed seeing other people's faces, let me know. I have lots of people that would make a good podcast host. But thanks, Chris. Thanks for coming on here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. It wasn't as scary as
You're
you
welcome.
thought.
I don't know how much I looked at the camera, but
I mean, that's
Oh,
fine.
it doesn't matter.
No. I just like
get a
to
lot
stay.
of my side profile this episode.
Well, your side profile is a lot stronger than mine. I never ceases to amaze me. I'm like soft. Soft side. It's so soft. And on that note, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.